world of tank blitzers and hopefully some future momrads out there. I'm Littlefinger. Today I'm wrapping up my review of the November bundle, which includes this Panther 8.8, which is a tier 8 German medium tank. So what are you saying, the bundle? Alright, if we go up to bundles here, you can see there is the Steam Conqueror bundle, or you can buy this tank individually for $40. In this bundle, you get the Panther 8.8 for this review, the VK 4503, which is a tier 7 heavy, and the Grove Tractor, which is a tier 3 heavy and a bunch of fun. You also get 10,200 gold and 30 days of premium and 3 million credits to help equip all of these tanks that you get. So, more about this Panther 8.8. You can see here, as a premium, you have no choice as far as setup. It comes with 1,420 hit points. The hull armor is horrible at 80 millimeters, as is most mediums, and the turret armor is actually pretty good at 120. 47 tons, 700 horsepower with a 55 kilometer per hour top speed and some good traverse speed there of 48 degrees per second, and the turret traverse is not bad at 32. You get about 9 rounds per minute, doing about 220 hit points of damage with AP penetration of 203. Let's look at how I have this set up real quick. Consumables, repair kit, multi-purpose restoration, and adrenaline. Provisions, I have been running improved fuel and protective kit. With the top speed on this, I am not sure if improved fuel is necessary. You could probably omit this and save yourself 3,600 credits each battle. I did run with 12 rounds of APCR, which of course you can change to credits using the shell price button. Equipment. For most of these games, I ran it just with the gun rammer, I'm sorry. And then I eventually went ahead and added the enhanced gun lane drive. And the last thing I added was the vertical stabilizer, as I was doing a little bit of shooting on the move. So I went ahead and purchased that as well. Here is the Panther 8.8 on the move. You can see I'm approaching 55 kilometers an hour on a flat surface. And this tank looks pretty nice shooting on the move there, which you can do quite easily with the aim on this tank. Looking at the traverse speed here, comes in at 48 degrees per second, which is the best in class. So this tank can turn around quite nicely. However, the turret traverse at 32 degrees is actually the worst in the class of the mediums that I pulled out to compare it to. But when you combine the two, and try to do a quick 180, this tank will do it, even a quick 360 here. So anyway, the tank is very maneuverable for a medium. So my armor inspector wasn't working on the iPad, but I wanted to pull these screenshots I grabbed from my computer. You can see here that facing forward, the tank only has a 5-degree gun depression, but with the turret turned over the sides, you do get that up to a -7 degrees. Also, it's very much similar to the VK 4503 that I reviewed. You're not going to bounce too many shots off the front. The armor is sloped, but very easily penetrable by any tanks, especially tier 8 and tier 9. So make sure you are protecting the front of the tank, and I will show you an example of that here shortly. Okay, so I just wanted to show you how this tank compares to the other tier 8 medium tanks, and these were the ones I pulled out. Obviously the Panther II, which is similar just about every regard to the Panther 8.8, other than the fact that it is a premium. The Indian Panzer, the T-44, the Pershing, and the STA-1. Of course, like in my previous review, I only pulled out similar guns so that we could compare stats. Some of the other tanks have better guns to run on them. Anyway, at 1420 hit points, it is slightly above average. You can see their hull armor is slightly below, but the turret armor is pretty high. So you want to make sure you are hull down and just showing your turret and wiggling that a good bit if you are in a position where you're firing frequently. Horsepower there at 700 with 55 kilometers per hour is top in class, and so is the traverse speed there at 48, whereas the turret traverse is worst in class. All of these guns have very similar penetration and average damage, so I won't talk about that too much. But if you look at the rate of fire there at 9, it is almost the fastest, and the dispersion at 0.34 is great, as so is the aim time of 1.9. This is a great sniping tank. So since it doesn't stand out from the other tanks, why should you consider purchasing it? Well, not to try to kill you with spreadsheets, but what I ended up doing here was playing 12 games this morning, and you can see there I was at 58.3% win rate with just at 1,600 damage per game, which netted me about 42,000 credits per game. So I found this really neat topic on one of the forums that talked about the credit earning for each of these tanks. And so I've listed there all of the premium tanks in tier 8, and you can see there the Super Pershing and low at 190% are the best. The Panther comes in second best, tied with the IS-6 and Type 59 at 180%. So you can see that this is going to massively increase your credit earning. When you compare it to the stock Panther II, it is double the earning potential. So whereas I would be netting 42,000 credits here on this spreadsheet, I would only be netting about 21,000 credits. So if you really enjoy the Panther and the medium type of tanks, I would highly recommend this tank. Okay, so here's a little bit of gameplay. On this first clip, I want to show you our team is pushed to the left, and I am caught out in the middle here, and just trying to get a few shots in and trying to find a little bit of cover. Now this goes back to what I was saying about protecting the front of your tank. You can see here this Pershing is focused right in on me, and I am going to side scrape off of the side of this building here. He bounces the first shot, and I am able just to pull back and drop a shot in and then get back into cover while I'm reloading. Now you can see our team has just completely folded all around me, and this was just something that I dealt with at this tier. I think we had several zeros on this game, including M103 that was AFK, and at this point the game just falls apart and they rush me. I'm the last one left, but I do 1,600 damage. So that's a little bit of an example of side scraping. Okay, so now we've got that clip and that bad game out of the way. I wanted to show you this battle here on Fort Despair. We've got a lot of mediums and lights, so we are going to go and push to the left corner. And I like this area, especially in a tank like this, is just you can get hull down. So you can see that the LTTB has popped around the corner, and he too is being very cautious. We get a nice bounce there. LTTB gets a shot in on us, and now I'm kind of battling here with the SP1C, just trying to keep him out of my way. But what you'll see here in the next series of shots is just how accurate this gun is. Get a nice shot right there, and you can see there was hardly anything for me to aim at. They've dropped down a little bit, so I'm going to push off, get another nice shot in there, and here come our heavies. And we have done a good job of holding the corner, and thankfully our heavies are coming with us. And because our heavies are up here now, I decide to push a little bit further around. Another nice little shot in there. He misses. But you can see just how well from this series of shots this tank can aim. Go ahead and finish off the Dracula and bounce another shot off of our turret. That Centurion is over there. Get a nice shot on him. And the LTTB is going to rush around the corner and we'll finish him off as well. Bounce that shot. The SU nails us real good there. And they've got the waffle tractor and the SU left, so no point rushing this. We've got two guys that are close to the base. I'm going to go ahead and instruct them to flank. Hopefully they would have done that anyway. But basically at this point we just need those two guys spotted. So they get them spotted and we can see that the SU is not facing us. So go ahead and get a shot in on him. And you can see this is 246 meters, and this tank is just super accurate. And then we all move in and finish off the poor SU. So we get 3 kills here, 2,200 damage, and 68,000 credits for our efforts. You can see we landed 11 shots out of the 13. And certainly did some good damage to a lot of their team. Alright, here we are on Himmelsdorf. The call was right, but I don't think that that was the correct call. And based upon the tanks that go left and just knowing something about their clans, I want to stick with them, assuming that they are better players. So most of their team here has pushed off to the left, and I've come down into the second alleyway. They're all a little bit further around. That Dracula is going to push to the middle. So since I'm not being very productive here, and I want to make sure that we keep him from flanking around. Our 2 flankers take him out, and the Centurion has decided he's going to go help as well. So we are coming to a point here, and go ahead and get a nice shot off on him. And I am protected from the left by the berm there, so I know I'm safe here. He's not looking at me, and I'm going to keep shooting him at the tracks. That also helps with your experience points and your credits at the end of the game, as you are assisting your teammates, causing damage while they are repairing. So come around, now we have flank behind them, get a shot, and get a kill number 2. And as you can see, we've done very well not to have taken any damage at this point. Get a shot into the IS-3, but want to make sure that these shots count, so I'm going to switch over to APCR. And he is now going to rush me, and you can see he shoots, I shoot, one time, and a second time before he can reload. So kill number 3. We've got one guy left, and he is just about surrounded by our team. But of course, I've got to find a way to get this kill in. I'm going to try to get in as fast as I can. Oh, the path is blocked. Or is it? Look at this tank. Up and over this hill. We get a shot in. And we finish him off with a little ram. Touch of love. And that's how you play in a medium. Moving, assessing the map, and getting to spots to help your team. 2100 damage there. Next game here is on Black Goldville. And based upon the makeup of our team, I'm not sure which way we should really go. My platoon mate calls up, and so I'm going to go ahead and do that. But looking at the mini-map, I do not have much support behind me. My platoon mate's in a heavy, so he's going to be a while getting here. So I'm going to be awfully cautious coming around the corner, and then we start to see some tanks pop up. And so I feel pretty confident that they have all gone together and are down in the town. Now, the reason I really wanted to show you guys this game is the accuracy and penetration on this tank. You can see here, I'm 340 meters. I'm not sure where that shot went, but 340 meters away, and just about every single one of these shots penetrates. Now, I know that AT is one of the more difficult tanks to take out, so I figure that he's going to be my best target if I can. But 360 meters, and every single one of these is hitting spot on. Now they've pushed around the buildings, and I have no more shots, so instead of waiting and not being productive to the team, I'm going to use my speed and close in around the buildings. Potentially also help with some spots. But they're all spotted again. 6 on 4. It was a tough shot through all of those tanks on the RU, and he misses. I miss, I mean. But you can see here, get a shot into the KV. Platoon mate takes him out. The AT now has turned around, and he gets a shot into me. I'm going to switch to APCR, aiming for his commander's hatch. I was hoping to try to get him around and then get around him, but you'll see right here, I get tracked and spun around. Luckily, I have time to get him in the commander's hatch and finish him off. Can switch back to AP now, and we've gotten this down to 5 on 1. So I did take a little bit more damage than I would have liked to. That AT turned. I wasn't expecting that. But we'll just drop on down here and look around the rock and make sure that he turns before I pop over there. And aiming for the tracks. keep him stationary. Don't want him moving. And of course, you get a little bit extra experience points in the kill there. So 3 kills, and just the sniper ability of this tank is so nice. You can see 66,000 credits and a sniper medal, which I don't think I've ever seen before. Most damage over 250 meters, 80% hit rate, 2,700 damage there. So another nice game in this tank. Okay, got another game. I'm going to show you just a clip of it. It is on the new Mines map. And like to, obviously with a sniper tank like this, be in the distance, and I'm going to show this whole game just fast forwarded, but just wanted to use it to illustrate the sniper ability of this tank. You can see 300 meters away, I've got this E75 and just dropping shots into him. He has no idea where they're coming from, but unfortunately we've had 2 guys who pushed way too hard and gotten themselves killed already, which really was the difference in this game. You can see 2 more shots here into the Tiger, get him off, and just using this small rock right here, and drawing shots and having them miss. And if it weren't for the fact that we couldn't hold the left side of this map, we might have done a lot better. But you'll see here in a second, the IS-3D. While I'm focusing on these guys, the IS-3D comes here, and now I'm got shots from up the hill, the left of the hill, the right of the hill, and the T-28 comes in and finishes me off. So that last game was almost 2k in damage, but not much support. So this time we are on Copperfield, and like to push up to the right here. Get a quick shot on the run into the housing there. And I'm going to go ahead and push back down to the lower side here, and you can see the accuracy right on the turret of that tank, and we even bounce one there. So they've split up, so need to go ahead and push on these guys here, even though we bounced that shot. I get damage there again, bounce a shot off the housing as well. They've gone all. Their team split up. You see, I get shot in the rear, and we just need to get down and around. So it looks like they've got 2 that have flanked all the way around. The T-44 and T-26 are on the other side there. So I'm going to push up and use the slope of this mound here for protection. Missed that shot. Wait for my platoon mate to shoot so I don't block his shot. And cannot penetrate him, so I'm going to switch targets. And hit the T-44. T-44 is hidden behind the building there. I mean the rocks. Aiming for the very top of his turret, which is a tough shot. So they're being a little bit more cautious now on the other side. So figure go ahead and push. Get a quick shot in on the housing. Get a shot from that T-26, so I want to get down and into cover as quick as possible. can see the tank gets down without even breaking tracks. And, double team there with me and my platoon mate to take out the Helsing. 4 on 2 now. They have both camped on the other side. So get a shot into the tracks. And was just hoping that I would have some help. I did there from the rest of the team. He's drawn himself down and I can finish him off. And now that I am one shot away from being killed, I'm going to play this a little bit more cautiously and just wait for my teammates. He's shot, so I can move up and try to shoot. I know he's got that spaced armor up top that makes it look like you can penetrate it, but you can't. But I ran out of time and didn't have time to switch ammo. He's turned his turret, so I'll try to take another quick shot as he turns back. And then he just runs for it, and I'm able to get a shot into his side for the kill number 3. $2,100 damage there and 6,500 credits. Another good round. And you can see we did some damage to quite a few of their team. Okay, back on Copperfield, and just wanted to show you this video, not for any strategy or how to really play this tank. Just wanted to use it to get onto my soapbox a little bit about the one thing in this game that bothers me the absolute most. You can see here the Indian has popped up. I'm going to go use this ridgeline to get behind and putting shots into him, and I cannot back up because this T-29 is blocking me. Now, probably a little frustration in blocking him back. Go ahead and let the team know how I feel about that move. But come on, guys. I got shot for no reason because that T-29 was blocking me. Now, luckily in this game it didn't really matter. This was kind of just a complete shellacking. But really, I mean, at tier 8 by now, tier 7 and a T-29, you should know better than to block. And you can see he's just aimlessly driving around. He doesn't even know how to get engaged in the fight. So anyway, you know, if you do like medium tanks, this tank, you can see, really moves well. You can get yourself into the game, getting kills, doing damage, and certainly not missing too many shots with this tank. And you know, it did a pretty good job earning credits, so I would still recommend it even with its flaws. It's no IS-3D. You're not going to bounce shots off of it, but you are going to make money in this tank. So as always, guys, stay safe out there. Have fun, get educated, and definitely not fingered. Littlefinger out.